My dear, you do not know me, but I know you very well. Now let me tell you that I can't.
Hey, what's up? This is going to be another reaction to the rSpace. You already know it gets crazy up here, so let's get into it.
Hey, time for another out of this world story from rSpace. We don't think our parents are capable of certain things until we quite literally walk in on them turning our world upside down. Today on rSpace, a father who'd rather be called Daddy. Viewers are urged to use caution. Please don't try this at home. We in no way condone violence. Stay safe, folks. My fiance cheated on me with my father.
Wow, it's funny that you say you don't condone violence because something like that would probably make anybody want to rage into to like oblivion, you know? Crazy somebody would do that.
Me, 27 female. Fiance, 26 female. Call her L. My father, 52 male. Call him B. My mother, 50 female. Call her R. Like many who had something like this happen, I never thought something like this would happen to me, but here we are. I've never used Reddit, but I've seen stories from here on TikTok. Should have been following rSpace. So I thought I'd give this a shot for any advice you all could give me. From listening to some other stories, you all like backstory. I'll try and be as clear and precise as
Backstory is important so that way you can try to get like such a uh not such a lopsided view of things, you know?
I can, but it's only been a week, so if I start to lose it during the telling of this, I'm sorry. Elle and I met her freshman year of college. We were both dormed in the same building where we eventually met. We later found out we lived 2 towns away from each other, so whenever we went home, I let her drive with me. It was only added like 20 minutes, so it was no big deal. After multiple trips and hanging out at school, we started a date. I have a close-knit family, as did she, so we told our families right away. I had met hers plenty of times when dropping her off, but it was nothing more than an introduction and exchanging pleasantries. Both of our families accepted each other with open arms, and our relationship grew. I was a year ahead of her, so when I graduated, I went home where I was offered a good job with great pay. I visited her at school whenever I got the chance, and whenever she came home.
It's crazy how it always starts out kind of good like that. You don't have nothing but good things to say. Seems like it's flowing well. And I can imagine with this person, it's like, God dang, out of all the people on earth, you gonna choose my daddy, my boy? Come on, son. Come on.
We would make time for each other. After she graduated, she moved in with me as both of our jobs were in the city near where we grew up. Like me, she was offered a position at the company she works at now with great pay. After living together for about 3 years, I proposed, and we have been planning our wedding since. Now on to the part you're
See, that wasn't even necessarily a bad setup. After 3 years, you propose. It sounded like the brother was trying to do everything right. You know? I don't know. We gotta see.
all reading for. Looking back, there was plenty of things I overlooked that I just wrote off thinking my father was just trying to welcome my ex into our family. Things like my father calling her all the time, and if I was around, they would just tell me they were talking about the upcoming family party or something along those lines.
Yeah, that is the first red flag. Your pop shouldn't be talking to her like that unless it's like, hey, we got some chicken over here. We having a cookout. Hey, I've been trying to get in touch with such and such. You know where he's at. Yeah, that was a big red flag.
One time, Elle was in the shower and her phone rang. I seen it was my dad, so I answered, and when he realized it was me, he sounded both upset and surprised that I picked up. I then asked, "What's up?" He responded that he wanted to talk to Elle about my mother's birthday that was in a week, and after a minute, we ended the call. Even typing this out now, I feel like an idiot for not seeing it sooner.
Well, at least that was a legitimate reason. The other one, that seemed like something your pops might have called her for, but he should know. He should know your mom by now, because you grown. He should know.
On the day I found out, it was like any other day. Elle had Thursdays off, so she made breakfast for the both of us. When I set out for work, she gave me a kiss and told me to have a great day. During my drive to work, I realized I had forgotten some paperwork I would need for a meeting I had at 3 p.m. I shrugged it off and told myself I would just go home at lunch to get it. Elle texted me throughout the day talking about all the casual stuff a couple talks about, like, what do you want for dinner? I did the laundry, do you want me to hang it up for you? Blah, blah, blah. I didn't think it necessary to text her I was coming home for lunch, so when it came around, I just left work and went home. When I got home, I noticed a car that looked like my father's in our parking lot, but I didn't think anything